What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crew 2, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the Volkswagen Beetle Hoodlum Racing Crew ED, which for some reason all the cars in these updates have very long names, but nonetheless this thing is pretty awesome. This was in the recent summit last week, so I want to take a look at it. I was pretty excited when I saw it because, well, it's a lifted Beetle and it's a new vehicle to go against other rally raid vehicles in this game, so let's go see if we can customize it. So I'm sure many of you won't be shocked when it comes to customization that you can't do anything visually to the car, mainly because it's already insanely customized anyway. I mean, what else can you possibly do to it, to be honest? Even the rims look pretty awesome on this vehicle, so you can obviously put the regular, Ubisoft colors on the car, which I believe every vehicle in the game can have that. So if you want to change the color, you're more than welcome to there. And then obviously remove the livery if you'd like, or add some of the dope liveries people have made to the vehicle. And then when it comes to the vanity items, obviously whatever vanity items you guys own, you can throw on there if you would like. Smokes, all that good stuff. And that's pretty much all when it comes to that. But overall, looking at the vehicle right now and spinning around it in here, this thing looks awesome. And it really goes to show that there's really not much you could add to it, to be honest. I mean, I personally wouldn't change anything on it. The thing looks pretty awesome as is. Anyway, guys, let's go drive this thing right now. So I figured I would jump into a longer race here with the lovely Beetle because we all know this thing was pretty cool in the summit that was out recently, and I was actually generally impressed with it. Stability and speed was actually pretty dang good. Now that I'm knowing it's a 6-speed manual, maxed out is pretty awesome as well. Sometimes the 4-speed is just really wonky when in sequential gearbox, and this thing's actually pretty dang good so far. So speed-wise, let's get it into 6th. Hit that nitrous there with nitro chemist, see what it does. So I wanted to do this race because it's very uneven ground and very messed up, and we'll send a lot of the rally raid vehicles into their grave. So it's pretty interesting to see how this thing will do here. So overall stability hitting turns and all that actually seems pretty nice. That was pretty impressive there. Sometimes when you're going over bumps and you have to actually make turns like that, can be very hard to do in a lot of the cars, and so far this car is actually not doing bad at all. So I'm going to keep it in 5th gear here to keep the speed up and all that. So I notice when you shift into a certain gear, sometimes you lose a lot of speed, and it can definitely be an issue there. Let's head up this way now. So overall, speed seems pretty good, guys. I'm actually impressed on how fast this car actually is. Turning wise on it so far actually seems very, very nice as well. Except when you almost hit trees like me. Turning on it actually can hold itself, and it doesn't like lose itself really bad sometimes like a lot of the cars do. Some of the cars are really unfortunate. After driving for a bit, for a while I was like, I wonder why no one actually drives any of them, and then I actually look at them and I'm like, yeah, that explains it. That no one's using them for a reason, because they honestly just stink. And some of the rally raid vehicles are just not useful, unless you're wanting to cruise around them. That's completely different. But you're looking to races and summits and all that, it could definitely be pretty interesting for the most part here. So this is one of the harder races because there's trees everywhere. As you will see right there, I slid right into that tree. But it looks like the stability on the car is very, very nice. I'm actually kind of impressed with it. I thought this car was going to lose itself similar to the Jeep Moab, and currently it's actually doing very good. Except for probably most of this is my error and terrible driving skill right now. Sometimes this is one of the hardest and most annoying races to do in the game, without a doubt in my mind. This was in a summit a while ago. But overall, guys, pretty impressive so far. I think I'm going to do one more race with it just to test it out a little bit more. So jumping right into the second race here, because I know this Beetle actually really deserves this, because this car is actually pretty dang amazing. So let's put it in first person here for a minute while driving it. So the race I just did previously was actually pretty amazing to me. This car did a lot better than I thought. Sometimes I think some of these cars might struggle. If you really look at some of the rally raid vehicles, I think it's a little unfortunate how a lot of them aren't even used that much. Probably because they honestly kind of stink. But seeing a new car on the block here from the summit that's actually pretty decent, and for that reason it is a Beetle, which is funny to me, it's pretty awesome to see as well. So overall, the car's handling seems pretty decent. I'm actually pretty impressed with it at the moment. The stability on the car is great. It's handling very well. I definitely recommend you all to try my build out if you're trying to drive this car around a little bit. Very cool car, and it looks great too. They did a great job with it. Let's see how this thing does over here now with speed. So I'm going to put this thing in the 6th gear now and see how it does over here. I wonder if this car can actually be used in some summit missions. I might have to try it out a little bit and see how it does when the races are no restriction. Maybe I'll take it in the summit race that's in there right now and try it out. But this thing actually seems pretty dang decent. Wow. Very interesting to see how the new summit vehicles come. I noticed summit cars are normally pretty good. I really haven't seen really a bad one yet. I think they're all actually pretty dang decent. So overall, top speed, if you're wondering what this car is, what I've been seeing is around 180 or so with Nitro Chemist, 175-ish depending on what road you're on. Holding its speed very, very nicely, and this car is definitely pretty impressive so far. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I like it. you guys did get this car, I definitely recommend trying it out and using it because you would definitely probably be pretty happy with it. I know some people are like, it's just a Beetle. Well, this is one crazy Beetle, and it does not drive like a Beetle at all. It's got some crazy stability, great driving, great handling. Speed is amazing. This car is awesome. Alright, I'm going to show you guys my settings right now because you guys got to check this thing out. And here are the settings I'm running on my Volkswagen Beetle Hoodlum Racing Crew ED.